We are back.
We are back.
We are back and we are live.
So welcome.
Are we live?
We are. Welcome back to Wicked Wednesday.
Are we? See, I see a ton of people here, Shayla Black.
I do.
I see Susan Zalesko and I see Renee Lorraine.
Hi, Renee.
I see Brenda Rudell.
Hey, Julie.
Our good friend Tracy Albert.
And Lauren and Sharon.
Julie.
Hey, Nikki Ann. Hi, Lakeisha and Dana. Hey, Kelly and Facebook user who I can't see. I'm
Dana.
sorry.
Hey, Dana.
Hi, Allison.
Allison. Lauren's here. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, husband is smoking the turkey.
That's
awesome.
Oh,
that
my gosh.
Good.
That's hysterical, though.
He was worried about it, so did a test turkey last week.
I'm already tired of turkey.
I told my buddy, he's doing the turkey this year, so we're trusting him. I told him to smoke it. He says, well, I have to brine it. And I said, well, dude, that's what I did. I did that last year. Brining is easy.
Brining is easy.
But it's hard work, so he didn't do it.
Hi, Beverly. Hi, Louise. Hi, Nicole. There's Wendy. Hey, how you doing? And another Facebook user. Hello.
Hey, Wendy. Hey, Cindy. Nicole. We missed the heck out of you guys, too. Believe me.
Selena. Hi, Rhonda.
I missed the heck out of you guys.
Hey, Kelly. Hi,
awesome.
Fong.
Hey,
Eve.
Fong.
How are you? Thank you, dear.
Eve, thank you, sweetheart.
Hi, Sharon. Oh, the other Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Kelly Young.
Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. You have pies in the oven. That's awesome. Hey, Vicky. How are you guys? We missed you guys, too. I don't even know where to start.
Can I just say the shirt that I'm wearing
is
awesome? Auburn.
From Kelly.
It's awesome. I thought this was the perfect time to wear it.
Oh my, okay. Kelly, I love you, but you need to have your head examined. This is like not really much of a hairdo.
I think. Why are you messing with it?
Because
she just complimented you
on
I
know.
And then you can't stand it.
No, because I bumped it and then it went all sideways.
You
so
can't
I had
stand
to
it,
redo it.
Black. You can't stand it.
I had to redo it. It just went all sideways.
You can't stand it.
Why don't you be nice to me?
I am very nice to
you.
So guys, I know we don't normally do the day before holiday, right?
Well, if we do, we usually do it in the kitchen.
Holiday in the States, but you know, we've been away. I've been away. We skipped last week, right?
Yeah.
And we missed you guys. We saw all your great messages out there. Thank you for those.
Thank you.
You guys, you are the support that I appreciate. Believe me. And it's been a tough
couple of weeks.
It's been a tough couple of weeks. We just got back from North Carolina last night. We got home about
midnight.
And got a good night's sleep, I think. For once. It was a quick 48 hours. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we were gone literally not quite. Actually, it's been more like 39, 40 hours.
Right.
We were there. We were gone.
Right.
Thank you, Tracy. It's just, you guys, I can't even. He's putting on a super brave face because that's what he does. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you right now. I usually come on and say everything's great and we're okay. And I'm going to be honest tonight. I don't know how okay we are. It's been a lot. I can't even begin to tell you how long things went on, how many things got heaped on top of, and then like business never stops. It's just like, and then losing somebody this close that, you love so close to a holiday. Yeah. I know we're not alone. I know other people go through this. Yeah. It's just been so unexpected.
Well, just to bring everybody up to speed that may not know what was happening, recently, latter part of October, we moved my mom from Pennsylvania to Texas. And she stayed with us for a week here at our house. And while we were readying her new digs in an assisted living facility, probably 10 minutes from us, 15 minutes from us, just north. And this one and baby worked tirelessly to decorate it. We bought all brand new things, really furnished it well. We wanted it to be picture perfect when she saw it. And
you have to understand, we assembled furniture. So you don't understand. These are the things that early in our marriage almost caused divorce because we don't assemble furniture
which is why we never hang wallpaper together ever again. We hire professionals.
Yes.
Trust me, it's for the best.
Yeah.
But we got everything ready. We showed it to her. She loved it. I must have checked out. I know I checked out a number of residences and facilities that I think could accommodate mom, and number of them I said no way in hell my mom's going to go in there. Some said I thought that they were adequate, and then I found this one, and it was just top notch.
And they were so sweet.
And she had it was perfect.
It was perfect.
The location of her room was perfect.
She got exactly the room she needed wanted.
It was perfect.
And this is a really small facility. It's not one of those giant, villages where there's like thousands of units. It's small, and you could have known everybody.
They only have like 55 residents.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And the vibe was so cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
very homey.
Unfortunately, she was only there about 4 or 5 days. Really enjoying it. We were up there every day checking with her, checking on her, and visiting with her. And I got a call. What morning was it?
It was the morning of the 8th.
Yeah, morning of the 8th, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She was struggling to breathe. So, of course, they very quickly just called 911 and got emergency services there. Got her to the hospital and had her stable. Basically, she was on oxygen, but she was doing okay. By the time, and I got there maybe an hour later or a half hour later, and she was fine and talking with me and everything. What we found though was a lot of fluid on her lungs. So what do you do when you're with fluid on the lungs? Well, you attack it. You try to go after it with Lasix, and you go after it with oxygen. Unfortunately, she had congestive heart failure already, and which is being managed, but she also had some problems with her kidneys. So when you have problems with your kidneys, the Lasix doesn't always help a whole lot if you can't process the Lasix.
Plus, she also had issues with her mitral valve.
Yes.
Just her heart. She had rheumatic fever twice when she was younger, so her heart just wasn't as strong as it needed to be.
Right. So she was in the hospital for an entire week and continued to struggle to breathe, even though we were able to clear up a lot of that fluid through a number of procedures. Unfortunately, none of it helped her breathe, and it got worse and worse. And I'm thankful that my mom, and I were able to have conversations together for the most part with doctors. The doctors were in there every day. And she was a part of that decision-making process of how invasive you really want to go. Some of the suggestions that they wanted to do, my mom was steadfast against. She was tired. In the hospital, you get no rest, but then you're also being stuck all the time.
And you guys, I have to also say,
tough.
Like, he is, obviously I love this man. I'm married to this man. But he was the most amazing human being the week she was in the hospital. He was up every morning. He came home to sleep, and that was it. And that was only because I insisted that he come home and actually get sleep. Honestly, you guys, he was there 14, 15 hours a day, just being with her, making sure he was there when the doctors came. Like, I dragged him out for lunch a couple of times. I brought him food a couple of times. And other than that, he just stayed with her and talked with her and held her hand and listened to the doctors. Unfortunately, and baby and I came up there every day, except I think one day.
Yeah.
But we came up there. The room isn't big, so we would come spell him if he wanted to go have some lunch or dinner or something. And we sat with her so that he could go get out for a little bit and get some air and some food. And honestly, we saw her on Monday, and she was still coherent. And, herself, she was tired. I could tell she was tired, but we were still having conversations. She seemed happy to see us. Everything was fine. And then there was just a marked difference when we came last Tuesday. It was like she just wasn't herself anymore. Like, she, I think, had just kind of decided, y'all, that she was done.
And her body was just reiterating that.
Yeah.
And we all came to the tough decision that it was not the lifestyle that she wanted anymore. It was not a life for her right then.
And they had told us that she couldn't live independently anymore.
And we respected her wishes on, more invasive procedures and things. And that's when my sister came into town, and all four of us, baby, Shayla, and my sister, were by her bedside when she passed away. And she passed away just last week.
A week ago.
And it was pretty tough, I gotta say. Never gone through that. I have gone through it, I should say, but it's a different experience than before, than with my dad. But she was peaceful. The hospital, I cannot tell you,
y'all,
my hats
above and beyond.
They through the entire procedures, those people became invested in my mom. They loved my mom.
Yeah. He had people checking up on her even after she had been moved from her first unit to another more ICU unit.
Yeah.
And people from the first unit were still checking in with him.
Right.
How's your mom? How are things going? What's happening?
And
we both got stopped in the hallway
Sure.
multiple times.
And we, I mean, in through the final piece in ICU, the nurses were just outstanding. The doctors, I saw every one of her doctors every day, and they spent quality time with us, and which I was just thankful, and we just talked over everything. And but anyway, it was my mom's a fighter, but I'll tell you, she had the deck stacked against her with the myriad of issues that she had, and it was tough to see her go. I'll say that. But then we immediately we had to start planning arrangements, and I'm going to say within day and a half,
it pretty much came together.
We were catching a plane going to North Carolina, and because that was her wishes to be near my dad, and so we made that happen. We had a visitation the night before last.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night. And I got to tell you, I was worried. I didn't know how many people would come because of the last minute. We got it in the paper last minute. We got a lot of things out there. A lot of word of mouth happened, and we had a pretty full house. So
we did. It was surprising.
I was pleasantly pleased. I just love seeing everybody there. And
we knew, like, when
great.
His dad passed away, it was 14 years ago. So there was tons of family. They still lived in the area. We expected a big crowd for that. But because, 14 years had passed, some of the other family members had passed away or moved away, or
some of the classmates had passed away too.
And so we just we knew there would be a few people, and that was fine. But we saw people, honestly, that we hadn't seen in more than a decade.
But it was fantastic seeing everyone come out for my mom. We had my sister there, of course, and all of my sister's kids flew in. Bless their hearts. And I know that was a tough road to get there as quick as we did, because I know it's tough.
And their significant others
for the four
too.
of us to get there too.
Yeah.
on a holiday week, but we made it. And we really enjoyed the time together. We all got a big Airbnb together. All 10 of us stayed in the same Airbnb. It was awesome. Even though it was only one night, but we got to get together like that. Can't tell you the next time we're going to be able to get together. I hope sooner rather than later, and not around a circumstance like this. But the visitation was fantastic. It just, the turnout for that was awesome. And just appreciate everyone coming out to pay respects to my mom. And then yesterday, we just had a family gathering for Mom for her graveside service.
And I also have to give props to the funeral home. They were so flexible with us, because we'd made these arrangements like days before, and then the day that we were supposed to do the family graveside service, it was pouring and it was so cold, and we were like, we want to spend more than 5 minutes out here, and we don't all want to stand in there. And they were like, the night before, we were like, maybe we should just move this inside. What do you have available? And they're like, we'll do whatever you want.
And so that worked out well.
Yeah.
And then we got to spend quality time as a family, just the 10 of us with her, and then we said our goodbyes. So like I said, a tough couple of days, tough month.
Yeah.
Lots going on, but life isn't fair. That's just how it is. And that's when you appreciate the support systems of your family and friends like you guys.
It's really been hard. And there have been some other things happening that it's like not my information to share, but it's kind of feel piled on top. My mom, bless her, has tried every day to reach out and say things, and she keeps asking, what can I do? And I'm like, from where you're at, there's nothing you can do. So
anyway,
we're just trying to march forward, you guys,
So we are thankful for all of you guys and your prayers and your support. Believe me, means
I'm gonna cry,
meant the world.
And I'm gonna get red.
No, you can't cry. No
I know.
crying.
I don't want
no crying.
to.
See, I came prepared.
I know.
Can I just say, at the funeral home, I've never seen softer tissues in my life.
I know.
Those things were like, I want those.
I know. What are they?
They did not skimp on the tissues, I want to say.
But you weren't happy with the green room food, and I thought it was fine.
I was surprised there was a green room. Oh my God, they had hot chocolate.
I know.
For the family.
Multiple kinds of hot chocolate.
Hell, I couldn't get away. I mean, I was meeting and greeting, but But you guys did get to see a picture. We had a little bit of fun while we were there. My mom, I noticed between the Airbnb and the funeral home yesterday morning, we had a few hours to kill before we were going to be up there together.
We had late flight home.
So there was a restaurant that my mother used to love, and it was on the way. So we all stopped there and had breakfast. And then we went to our favorite place, my mom's favorite place in the whole wide world. It's called Dewey's Bakery in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And hang on, let me stop here. This place is not just a bakery, you guys. I walked in, it's so magical. They were decorating for Christmas, and I really want to show you some of the pictures that I took. They had like this whole display of these super cute, it's not going to come across, they were little Christmas ornaments of all kinds. And then I took a picture.
It's not the biggest store in the world.
It is not.
But they maximize the space.
And then I took this picture for my mom because this is one of her favorite sayings on the planet. And I took this picture for my mom, and I wanted to buy her this ornament, but we carried on. We were traveling so fast, and I did not have an iota of inch anywhere in my backpack. But I took this picture, and I don't know if it's going to show up. It's the cutest thing.
It's
the most wonderful time of the year. That's my mom is a Christmas person, and this would have made her happy. And so I took a picture. That was all I could do, but God, I'm a mess. Sorry.
Dewey's
guys.
is a bakery, okay, not just a general store, right?
Oh, I know.
I mean,
I know.
When I was a kid, it was wall to wall pastries and amazing things, and
it was super cute.
That's still what it is. But you just walked into the store.
Oh my gosh, look at this!
It felt magical.
Look at this.
Oh, Virginia. Small world, Virginia. Small world.
I said to baby,
there were so many cakes they were working on.
Yes, I said to baby, I was like, it's too bad that they can't make your wedding cake someday, but it's a little geographically far away.
It's in, I saw a question, where's it at? It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And they have some satellite bakeries.
But you have to go to the original.
But the main one's in the Thruway Shopping Center in Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
So,
which is super next to a Sephora, but nobody would let me go.
And by the way, we have a taste test tonight.
We do.
From Dewey's.
Because he dragged this bag of stuff onto the plane.
Because you can only order I love Moravian sugar cake from them. We get that every year. But they also have pastries, which they do not ship because they're so delicate. Mm-hmm. And I have one of those pastries here, and we're going to try it as a taste test.
So I did plan ahead. I'm wearing tubing mascara that doesn't smear. So
okay, that's good.
There you go.
That's
now
good.
You know.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, that's kind of been everything that's going on. In the meantime, I also need to tell you guys that in the middle of all that, I know that we are late getting some things out. Obviously.
Well, hold on. All the paperbacks have been shipped.
Yes.
So if you don't have it yet, you're going to have it shortly, but most of you should have it by now. The hardbacks for Tempt Me with Darkness
coming
should be arriving
Monday.
Monday,
Yes.
and then we'll have them out next week for sure
Yes.
to everybody. So thank you for your patience. That one, unfortunately, it was a printing opportunity,
Yes.
as it always seems to be. And
the printers lately have been very slow.
well, I think we're hitting them in the holiday prep.
Well,
so
even
they
then,
prioritize us a little
I
bit
guess
different.
so. In the meantime, also everybody waiting on their fall box, they should be going out next week. Also, the books are arriving Saturday. They have changed their mind a few times, but now they have actually shipped. So,
yes, the Thruway
Shopping Center,
and it's magical.
It's
I love
awesome.
that place. He smells.
Oh, the smells, the vanilla kind of.
I didn't want to leave.
I know, I didn't either.
That's the only time I didn't.
And that's where I took the picture. They had that giant standing Santa. And
I have a picture, I think.
Well, I also took a picture that I didn't post. That was just I took this, so it was William and Baby with Santa, but my camera will not focus, and this doesn't look right. But anyway, hey, Amanda.
There's a pic of the whole family there.
Yeah.
We were hanging out together.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, Dewey's is magical, and we will do a taste test on that. And by the way, like I said, paperbacks are on their way, or most of you already received them. Attempt Me with Darkness hardbacks will be out next week when they arrive here, and then fall boxes, we should be able to start getting those out next week as well.
So, and for those of you
happening.
Yes, and for those of you who have, I think my mom actually is going to fly in the next week or two and help me get rid of a lot of this backlog. Bless her. For those of you who have already ordered mystery boxes, I will be shipping the first round of mystery boxes when I ship the other boxes. So if you are interested in getting a mystery box, because I have lots of cool stuff here for it, I will tell you that I will probably go ahead and ship the first round of mystery boxes when I ship the other boxes.
Well, let's just explain what that is. So Shayla Black, the business keeps moving on, guys. I'm sorry. It's a whole life beyond us sometimes. Thank God it does. So it gives us something to concentrate on.
Yes.
But Black Friday, for Shayla Black's Black Friday extravaganza dropped yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday unofficially, officially today. And it's a couple of things. One is ebook mega bundles.
Hang on. I need to address somebody.
Sure.
Send me a picture of the ornament. That's 2.5 hours. I would never ask anybody to drive. That is incredibly sweet, and I wish I could see your name, but I would never put anybody through 2.5 hours. Thank you, though.
No, not necessary. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Oh. Okay. They're trying. Yeah, we have a lot of Facebook users, so it's hard to.
Kelly's name is Anna.
No, that's a different person.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, whoever. I know some of you have already ordered the mystery box.
Yet again, the Shayla Black Friday deal. We got to explain that. Okay?
I know. So thank you, Louise.
There's two pieces to it. One is an ebook mega bundles, which is Forbidden Confessions, the entire series of Forbidden Confessions that are currently available. Soldiers for Hire, Wicked Lovers, the ones that are currently available, and
Forbidden Confessions.
I said that. Read Family Reckoning.
Sorry.
Not the novellas, but the main novels that we've written. Those are all available at 50% off on ebook. And I had someone had some confusion about that today, so I apologize if it's not clear enough in there. That's for ebook bundles. They're 50% off right now. So that's what we're talking about. And then the other piece to that is what we call a Shayla Black mystery box. And you want to explain
hang on, you skipped over some things. So if you haven't read Wicked Lovers, Soldiers for Hire, those 8 books, you guys, I added it up. It's almost 1 million words. So if you're looking for a way to entertain yourself, over the holiday weekend after you're done with your Thanksgiving dinner, that's a great way to do it. Read Family Reckoning is it's like 700,000 words ish, maybe a little bit more.
Or it's a good way to gift it to somebody.
Yeah, or gift it to somebody.
Just make sure you put the email address that you want it to go to in
Absolutely.
there. That we can make that happen.
And then Forbidden Confessions, those are your sexy bedtime stories. So that would keep you busy for like 10 nights because there's 10 books in that
10
series.
nights or about 5 minutes for me.
Funny.
Uh-huh.
So then, yeah, and then the mystery box is going to be, it's a minimum of 5 items, and at least 2 of them will be books. If some of you, and I will, if you've ordered from me before, I know your order history, and we will take a peek at what that is, and I will do my level best not to give you books that you already have. Or if you want to order a mystery box for somebody else, just let me know.
Just put it in the notes
that it's a gift and tell me who
put
to
it
sign
in the notes. Yes,
the
exactly.
books to, because
order.
these will 100% arrive before Christmas. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And thank you so much for your support. A lot of you have ordered mystery boxes and mega book bundles today, and it means the world to us. I think you know that we're trying really hard to make the store a better experience for everybody. We're working on the store, on the back end of the store right now, and it will be able, as we go forward, we're actually going to have a store specific.
It's a different design.
Yeah, it'll be a different design. We'll have a store specific newsletter that will have secret deals and special bundles and kinds of things that I don't offer generally. So you're probably going to want to sign up for that just as soon as we get that ready to go. There's lots of stuff cooking up in the background, and we actually have been working on it despite everything else.
But you know what? I'm thankful to have that to focus on. I got to tell you, because you can sit here and you can wallow in your own misery, and I don't want to do that.
No.
That doesn't do anyone any good. You got to keep pushing forward and have purpose, and that's what this. And that's what I love about this.
Yes, they will be signed if you would like them signed. I've already had some requests for people to just like write a cute saying or put the, like happy holidays or whatever. Like, I'm willing to do pretty much whatever you want me to do. If you want them signed to different people, just, be specific and I will get it done. So, yeah. You accidentally used your work email. Well, hopefully.
Nicole.
Yeah, see. Any chance you can open up another chat with the Kickstarter group? You missed the lightning. So the cocktail hour, I believe, is supposed to go live. I'm really out of it. I set this up and I can't even remember. I want to say it goes live either tomorrow or Friday. I think it's Friday. So the cocktail hour, which is going to be limited, it's limited time, limited quantity. We can't have 1 million people, obviously, on like a Zoom chat at the same time. So we have to limit it. So the cocktail hour is with obviously me, Sierra Cartwright, Golden Angel, Renee Rose, and Samantha Cole. And if you can't make it that day, we don't know what day it's going to be. I've been asked, but it'll probably be in January or February. It will be, an hour to an hour and a half. If you can't make it, we are recording it, and we're going to ask people to submit questions in advance. So even if you can't be there, we will answer your question. So that opens up, I believe, Friday morning around 9 o'clock Central. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free. There will also be some fun and special things that I'm going to offer only at survey. So if you haven't pledged to Kickstarter yet, you're going to want to do that. If you're interested in getting some of these goodies, there are things that we haven't offered yet, or things that we are still in the works.
You're diabolical.
Well, we're always trying to think of things. So you have to understand, some of it is.
Hand me the color.
I'm going to. Some of it is literally.
Can you explain what you're talking about, though? What this Kickstarter thing is for folks that don't know what that is?
No. It's a Kickstarter. I don't know how else to put it.
It's okay.
Yeah. So if you don't know, here. Oh, I have all kinds of props that
you guys want to see some tea?
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen all of this.
Be careful what you show online.
Well, I can show it.
Because we can get the band.
I don't think so.
That might get us the band.
No, there's no actual nudity.
Shayla Black. Shayla Black, we might get us banned. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, here. Then I'll do what Golden Angel did. I'll put Post-it notes on. You explain Kickstarter while I do
Golden
Post-it
Angel
notes.
is who you should follow. The young lady knows exactly what she's doing.
I know. You tell them here. You tell them, yeah. See, Kickstarter is rocking. You explain it while I Post-it note. How's that?
Well, you rock around the clock.
No,
that's what the kids do.
That's not what they do.
No, so there, you guys, a lot of you know this, but some of you don't. Shayla has this is her third Kickstarter that we're doing.
Yeah.
And she did a partnership collaboration, I should say, with Renee Rose, Samantha Cole, Golden Angel, Sierra Cartwright. And they decided to put together what we call a theme. And that theme is revenge. Revenge
F.
Revenge the F bomb. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And all these books are surrounded that kind of theme. And just go to Kickstarter, type in Shayla Black, and you'll see that revenge expletive.
Well, it's the campaign is called Dark, Dangerous, Advengeful, and yes. I finally am getting a lot of the stuff. We ordered a bunch of this stuff a while ago.
So I think you can show the book.
Yes. So this is the actual hardcover. If you haven't seen it, you guys, the foiling on this is insane. I wish it was sunlight, but you can see as I'm moving it around, like it's actually, and it's raised, it's embossed, it's 3D, it's awesome. And it's also on the spine that you can see there, and it's also on the back. Like, this is just, it's
show some examples of the interior.
Yeah, somebody had asked me for that, and with everything that happened,
let me tell you something about the interior. It's awesome.
They're all going to have a signature image in it, and I will show you what I mean. So here's Golden Angels, for instance. So there's her digital or her signature image. Every chapter header is absolutely beautiful. And gosh darn it, this thing.
Do you need help?
No, I'm all thumbs today, apparently. So there's a chapter 1 image. It's just so pretty. And you guys, the ebook is also equally pretty. It will include the art. And the art, I have a couple of examples of the art. I don't have all of the art.
Get the dirtiest art, then put your sticky notes on there.
I did.
Okay.
I did, but I'm looking
so we're including some NSFW art in the whole thing.
Yeah, some awesome. Tiers have all of the NSFW
some
art.
Tiers do, yes.
If you get the hardcover, everybody who gets the hardcover will get the vellum of the cover. If you're not familiar with a vellum thing, because I wasn't either, you guys, this is just, it's so pretty inside the book. You can actually read through it if you want. They're just so pretty and delicate, and like, I love everything about it. So everybody got some NSFW art created. It's all original art based on the stories, all done by the same artist. And
that's not the dirtiest picture.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I've seen dirtier.
Well, I know, but I only got 2 of them. Oh, okay. I don't have all of
you
them
don't have
here.
Them all with us. Mm-mm. Okay, yeah.
So here's 2 of them. This is from Golden Story. So I had to, you can see my little Post-it notes. But that's from Golden Story.
I would say that young woman looks in distress.
She does not look like she's having a bad time.
You don't think she's having a bad time? No, she looks in distress.
And
this, oh my.
This is mine. So yeah, this is from my story in the anthology. Like, the over video just literally doesn't do it justice.
Okay, I like the heels.
Thank you. I was so concerned about whether you like that or not.
Yes, exactly.
And then we have some other really cool, fun stuff. I'm finally getting to show you a bunch of this stuff. Of course, our very own Eve. Thank you, Anna. She is having a fantastic time. Thank you for asking.
Poor young thing. She could probably use a drink of water at that point. I don't know.
Yeah. You've been trying to get into the group. Jenny, it depends on what the only people. No, even then you can get into that. If you tried the other day, Kickstarter was having a glitch, because I had a couple people reach out to me and say that when they went to manage their pledge to add that on, that the manage the pledge button was like they clicked on it and then nothing happened, but the glitch has been resolved. So if that was it, try again. If not, there are instructions to help you do it. And if you need more help, let me know. I can't see the back end of that because I'm actually, when I log into Kickstarter, I see the back end of the campaign, not the back end of a pledge, but I can find you somebody to show you what the back end of a pledge looks like. I just need to know whether you're on a computer or on mobile.
She is having a hard time.
Yes, she is. That's right.
It looks like she's struggling to accommodate. I'm just going to say.
What did Shannon say? There's no Post-it note over the yeah.
No, that's for the YouTube censor.
Yeah.
And the Facebook censor.
So yeah. So then our very own Eve is.
Like Kat is saying, she's really trying hard to clean that counter.
She's very hard with all of her things. Yes.
With her soft scrub.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
But our very own Eve made us these. So at certain tiers, you get this super awesome bookmark that she is hand painting. Y'all.
That's awesome.
And I have the prototypes. They're not finished.
They are prototypes.
But Baby and I actually made these prototypes. I'm going to do this badly, but you can see of the friendship bracelets that are up right now. I've got quite a few of them. There's.
You want me to put one on?
No, you're gonna kill them. I'm
just too massive for it.
Yes, that's
okay.
Exactly what it is. There's a group of NSFW bracelets, and then there's a group of safer ones. So like this one just says read. Let's see. Another one of the NSFW bracelets is this one. So they're in sets of 3 and they're super cute. And then I have one of the other add-on possibilities are these keychains that go, they're the rose themed keychains. And then there's also a pair of earrings and a necklace that match this as well. So if you're interested in that, but this is some of the really cool, fun stuff that I got recently. I think you guys have seen the Tell Me Your Secrets journal. It's just, blank lined pages so you can keep your thoughts, write your to-do lists, plan world domination, whatever works for you. And then I also have, some people have asked me about the companion books.
And Golden's been sharing the companion books.
Golden has, and Samantha shared hers as well.
Awesome.
I don't have everybody's, but I have mine and I have Sierra's. So this is what they look like together. They match the Revenge F hardcover. These happen to be the paperbacks. There is a tier where these are hardcover and they're silver foiled, but this is the paperback version. And they also have the really pretty interior formatting like the hardcover does. So that's a possibility. And this is one of the funnest things. Sierra and I had a hoot putting this together, but this is the adult coloring book.
The very NSFW coloring book. Yes.
So if you are frustrated by coloring things like
let me find one that's appropriate.
No, I can do it. If you are frustrated by coloring things like kittens and flowers, there are some flowers in here, but there are also some naughtier things in here to color. And this was an artist that we found in, I want to say she was in like Spain or Portugal. Like this was really cool because we ended up finding a whole lot of people to do things for us.
Oh my.
I know I can't show that.
Okay, that's an impressive look. Oh no. Oh no.
So lots of fun things.
Don't give it all away. Don't give it all away.
Just lots of really fun, cool things in here. I can't.
Anna, you're right.
Definitely can't show that.
It's spicy.
Cannot show here. This is about as sweet as this coloring book gets.
And that's not very sweet.
So, anyway, those are just some of the things that I now finally have here, and I have planned to do all of these videos and TikToks, and life exploded.
So if you've not checked out the Kickstarter, go to Kickstarter.com, just type in Shayla Black, and you'll see 3 Kickstarters, 2 that have ended, 1 of this current, and that is this one that she's doing with Renee Rose, Samantha Cole, Sierra Cartwright, Golden Angel, and of course Shayla Black.
And me. Yeah. What length is a bracelet? That's really good. So that's a great question. I never even thought about. So this is this is probably the dirtiest one that we have. So I'll use it as an example. This is a if you know saying, and if you don't know, you should Google that because it's pretty funny. So anyway, yeah. So they're stretchy. So they will go on. So I have hand modeled these. Baby has hand modeled these. We obviously
See if they'll fit my wrist.
Yeah, probably. Hang on.
I'm like 10 inches.
Okay.
Sorry.
There, I can even get it. I mean, on so your wrist.
Yeah. When am I?
I'm
a book babe.
Yeah.
I'm a book babe. I would wear this.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, for you I would. But I won't say where I'll wear it.
Right. Okay, perfect. So anyway, it is stretchy and it should fit basically everyone. And everybody's saying hi to Samantha. So if you are here, Samantha, hey.
Hey, Samantha.
Let's see. You had to Google the acronym. Yeah, it's a if you know, but once you know, yeah. Let's see. I'm excited about the bookmarks too. They're really super awesome.
Eve did an outstanding.
Eve always does awesome things.
They're beautiful.
Let's see. I thought there was another question, but I think
what did Selena say? Need the heels to get the right height, and legs are not dangling. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nothing worse than dangling legs. That's true.
That's right. You're dying for the keychain. It's really, really super cute. Honestly, when I got it in the mail, I didn't know what to expect. We ordered it from, again, this person who hand makes everything. And she's in the States. Actually, it's the book sleeve person who that comes from the UK. I don't have that yet. It's really pretty from what I understand. I just don't personally have one, but super cool.
A journal for poultices.
Yes.
You know what, Kat? It makes perfect sense.
You are 100% correct.
You've been sneaking into my office with Rebecca Black and reading what I've been journaling the whole time. Yes.
And Avita added the coloring book. Thank you. It's
That's
fun,
awesome,
you guys. It's so much fun. I'm like glad that I have one now, and I'm not even a colorer, but I'm like fighting Baby because she wants to color it. I'm like, no. Mm-hmm.
Baby loves to color.
She loves to color.
My mom loved coloring. She liked coloring.
Did she really?
She was a painter.
She was a painter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the coloring book is super spicy, and I can't even share all of it with you. Yeah. You like your swear words coloring book? That sounds fun too.
Jana, you don't know swear words. You're too
hi,
sweet.
Lisa. Thank you for popping in.
You're too sweet, Jana. What's Lisa saying? Oh, she's popping in on her way to work. You too, Lisa.
You too.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Have a good shift too. Let's see.
Eve says we don't do dangling things. We don't like dangling things. Yeah, sure.
And Kathy says, speak for yourself.
Shannon says, on your head, Charlie. That's where it would look great on you. Yeah. Which, oh, no, sorry. I won't say that. No. I won't say that. I won't say that.
So at any rate, I'm
shy, innocent Shannon.
I'm super excited. Like all of the things that we're getting in now are really awesome. So I've also had some people ask me about delivery. The ebook will deliver, early in January, and then the actual print book, because printing books just takes longer, the actual print book will deliver in March, along with all of the other physical goods. There are tiers. I've also been asked about this. Why are there digital tiers with ability to add on, and what does that mean? What it means is Kickstarter doesn't really allow us, if you buy a digital tier like an ebook, it doesn't allow me to send you all of the stretch goals that are physical items. So like, for instance, one of the stretch goals that we're hoping to get to here shortly is this bracelet that everybody would get, which is just super cute. You could wear it every day. It's 3 hearts. But it doesn't allow me to ship you things if you've purchased a digital tier. So what we had to do was create a tier where we told Kickstarter, hey, this is a digital and physical tier. It's a mixed tier, basically, so that it allowed me to charge you like for domestic shipping, and then I can send you all of the things that anybody who purchased a digital or a physical tier would get. And now you are eligible for every stretch goal that's physical, all of that kinds of. Yes, you can gift an ebook tier. The only thing I have to say, and this is another downside of Kickstarter, is if you pledged yourself on your email address and or your account, for instance, that you created with Kickstarter, it doesn't let you pledge twice, if you will, with the same login.
So you have to create a new login.
You have to create a new login. This is the one thing that really frustrates me. I've walked a couple of people through it already because they had that exact same idea. So what they ended up doing was creating another account. And so then what will happen is when we get to survey, which is at the very end, the campaign is closed. And then we will send you an email through Kickstarter that basically says, here's what you bought. Where would you like me to send it? So if it's you bought a physical tier, I would need to get your physical mailing address. And if you bought a digital tier, I would need to know what email address you want it sent to. And I think that's probably why they separate it that way, so that survey to survey to survey. So if you, for instance, Eve, were buying something for your daughter, then I could just send the survey to you, and then you could say, oh, I want you to send the ebook here, and it wouldn't be confused with anything else that. And I think
that might be Samantha there, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Yeah, and we also, yeah, she's right. We also print gift receipts. So if you wanted to have it and give it to her for Christmas, we could give you a gift receipt that you could wrap or put in an envelope or whatever you want to do. We're trying to be as helpful as humanly possible. I know, the holidays are coming, and we were really hoping to be able to ship you everything in December.
Oh, I know.
But the way printers have been, like, I can't guarantee that we would get anything on any sort of time.
Tab used her son's time.
I like that.
I remember that one. Kelly had her first talk about desserts, first crumble cookie today. Oh, we're thinking about you, Kelly.
We're thinking about you, honey, but I hope you enjoyed that, because we have crumble here and they're really good.
Yes.
I hope all went well, though.
Yes.
Irene had a question.
Well, Irene is coming to us all the way from Australia.
Yay.
Hi, Irene.
No. So yeah, you can absolutely, we're shipping, and I have somebody from Cyprus who bought one. Like, we're shipping all over the world. Obviously there's more shipping, with overseas, and that's when you pledge, it will prompt you, and you'll find out like shipping. I don't remember off the top of my head. We kept it. There is no padding built into the shipping. It is literally what we're being charged for the shipping. It's not a dime extra.
There is the great Samantha Cole.
Samantha, hey girl, how are you?
Nice profile pic, by the way. Love it.
So that is the excitement of Kickstarter. If you guys have questions, there's a couple of ways to reach me. I'd rather not, if it's okay with you guys, do too many of the messages on Facebook, because I get lost, and I have so many of them that I honestly don't always get to them. I know that makes me horrible. But also, if you send it through comments or messages in Kickstarter, then your comments, unless you're saying something private or personal, it's actually kind of helpful if you're asking these questions, because then other people can see them and they might have the same questions also. So it just makes it easier on everyone, because I haven't been able to think of all your awesome questions, and I wish I could have, but some of them I just didn't foresee. And then I later went like, well, of course they're wanting to know that, dummy. So
Brenda had a question.
Yeah. So how you add on, it depends on if you're desktop or mobile, but either way, it has something to do with, like, there's a place where you can hit manage your pledge, or if you're on mobile, I think it's just manage. If you're on mobile, you hit manage, and then there's like 3 dots, and you hit that, and then there's like menus will pop up and ask you basically what you want to add on. I think on desktop it's manage my pledge, and then you have like, I think you have the options pretty much right away. If you don't, if you don't see that, there's Kickstarter help, or again, I will find you help, because like I said earlier, because I'm logged into Kickstarter to run the campaign, I see the back end of the campaign.
Right.
I can't see the back end of a pledge. How close are we to the next level bracelet? We are within about, I think it's less than $3,000.
Rhonda says
now.
we're at 62 now. So
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
we try not to look at it every day.
I'm not doing well with that, but we're less than $3,000 away from the bracelets, so we're super excited. We hope we get there, because I think they're really cute. But well, okay, let me be clear. The heart bracelet is the stretch goal, so that's the one that everybody who has a physical tier will get if we reach 65K. The bracelets, the other bracelets that I had on are actually an add-on, and there are 3 of them, whether depending on whether you want not safe for work sayings or like really nice, sweet, safe for everybody sayings. So those you could get now. It's just a matter of adding them on.
Susan just helped us out.
Thank
Desktop,
you, Susan.
Manage your pledge, select your current level, then you can add on. Susan is so methodical about that.
She's smart like that.
She's smart, unlike us. I mean,
yeah.
It's like we'll tell a book, but we'll write a book before we actually explain it.
Right.
Kathy's asking, William, are you going to be baking your famous pecan pie tonight? Kathy, after the broadcast, yes, I will be baking not 1, but 2 world famous pecan pies with the world famous award-winning Kerrygold butter. Kerrygold butter for the win in the William Black pecan pie, 2 for the price of 2.
And so I will be making tonight, no, in the morning, I will be making stuffing, sweet potatoes, and green bean casserole.
Right.
Tonight, baby made lemon bars, and she made me the cornbread for my stuffing. So let's see. Irene had a question. How much is a pledge? That's a great question. So it depends on what you want. The ebook is the minimum pledge. Well, we've had people, interestingly enough, just like pledge us money and not want anything in return, which I'm like, that's lovely. I don't get it, but okay.
But thank you.
Yeah. The minimum pledge is for the ebook, which is $30 US. And that's a digital only tier. And we do have some digital stretch goals. So you would get all of the digital stretch goals as they come.
Yep.
And then if you want the ability to add things on, I think the minimum it's like $50, because you get the ebook and the ability to add things on. It's $50 in the US. And then of course, because we're shipping to Australia, there's the shipping charge that goes to Australia, but then you would get every physical add-on that or stretch goal that we've already reached, which is like, there's a poster, there's a sachet, I'm losing my mind. And then you could also add on any other things that you wanted. That one shipping charge would cover everything coming to you.
Right.
If that makes sense.
What date is the Kickstarter end, Show Black? Is it the end of this month?
It ends the 30th.
So we're ticking. Oh my gosh, it's going to close soon.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
It's like in a week.
Excellent.
You don't understand what pledge means. Okay, Renee, this is a frustration for a lot of people, and I'm glad you asked. Kickstarter uses this language that doesn't really resonate with readers, and I find it a little frustrating too. So basically, Kickstarter is a crowdfunding site. So you can do anything on Kickstarter. I've seen people custom make like a desk. I've seen people create board games and comic books. And so what it happens is somebody comes out there and they say, I want to do X project, but I can't really do it for, unless I get funded at a certain level, and you pre-decide whatever that level is. So like I saw my first example of a Kickstarter was a guy who was making like, it was like a suitcase guy. And this was years ago.
Back.
But it was this suitcase where it had like adapters built in. So, and it had a battery pack. So if you were the kind of person who traveled and you wanted to charge your phone or your iPad or your laptop or whatever on the fly, then you could like plug into this thing on the top, and then the battery pack was built into the suitcase. And he was like, so I'm going to sell these suitcases in 3 different sizes with 3 different battery strengths. But I can't do that. I can't make that for less than $10,000 or whatever it was. So basically, Kickstarter was originally set up for that kind of a project where somebody would say, I want to do this, but the cost of materials and my time and manufacturing and whatever, I can't really do it for less than a certain amount of money. It just doesn't translate exactly the same to the book world. So when I say pledge, that's their language, but really what it means is you're just going to go buy a thing. We're past the point of way past. We're 1,000+% funded. This project is happening. So it's, when I say pledge, it's really just buy. We're not worried at all.
Reward tiers.
It's a reward tier, and we're totally not at all like there is no way that people aren't getting their stuff. They're getting it because we are well funded. Let's see.
Susan's right. Pledge equals purchase.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
If then, yes.
Yes. Can you get both a digital and a hardcover option? Yes. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, Lakeisha. The hardcover itself doesn't come with an ebook, but there is an ebook add-on. So you could get the hardcover. And I have talked to people who are like, I want this for my shelf, but I don't actually want to read it. Although I will tell you, I'm going to make some of you gasp, FYI. First of all, Golden has been doing TikToks. Oh, it is soft. Like, feel that on your face.
Oh, I don't need it to feel on my face, but it feels
She's
nice.
been like rubbing it on her face, and I was like, girl, what are you doing? But it is super soft. So this is like a silk binding, by the way. But the other thing that she's pointed out is it doesn't like your spine is not going to bend. Like, this is fantastic. You are not going to mess with
Which is why the vendor we use is top-notch vendor.
They are. But if you want this strictly for your shelf, you're like, I don't want my greasy fingers while I'm eating and flipping pages, because that's something I do. The ebook is an add-on, so you can actually get both. You could have the ebook on your e-reader, your iPad, your phone, your whatever, and then you could have the hardcover on your shelf. Because we tried to think like those were things that we all were like, yeah, I want that too.
Right.
Oh, this is nice. And you have to work on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Jana.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jana.
In honor of Matthew Perry's passing, I'm making Chandler's Thanksgiving dinner tomato soup, grilled cheese, and Funyuns. Oh,
Jana,
I like
that's
it.
Awesome.
That's awesome. It. Good night, Tabitha.
Did I tell you I used to I was able to hang out at the Friends Fountain before it's all demolished now, but I was able to hang out right at the Friends Fountain.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
No, it's not like eBay. There is no winner. All you do, it's a purchase. So if you say, I want the hardcover, you just go click the pledge that tier and you get a hardcover. There's no, you don't have to outbid anybody. It's not a competition. It's almost just like divorce yourself from the language. It's literally, I went to, insert whatever store. I bought something. We're done now.
I bought this tier. I bought this tier. I bought this tier. Just like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't, like I said, I don't love their languaging either, but I understand why.
Because it has to be universal.
I know.
And it's not just book related. But I think books are going to overtake Kickstarter. I really do. I
eventually, like, I'm seeing a lot more people because, and people have asked why we don't just put this on Amazon. First of all, with this title, never in a million years. And second of all, Amazon can't give you this kind of foiling, so we couldn't even sell the book on their well, I guess technically we could sell
Yeah,
it,
but you lose the
yeah,
you lose too much
yeah, and
in the
it's
obvious of
too
the book.
big for them to print. The upper level page count of a hardcover that Amazon will print is 550 pages. This is going to exceed 700. So there's just a lot of reasons. Plus, we can't do an experience on Amazon where we give you like all of these other things. There is no like way to be like, here, have a Amazon box. They just wouldn't do it.
It's
so
about the experience.
It
I think.
is.
And it's
This
about the
is
experience of the bundle, the experience
yes.
of the tier, experience of the overall package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yay, Dana. That's fantastic. I'm so
that's
happy
wonderful,
for you.
Dana.
You deserve that, girl. Exactly. Drop that book on your face while reading it. It's heavy.
Oh, it's so smooth.
But it's heavy. So like a pledge amount of money you're paying for the item. Yes, that's exactly what it is. All it is saying like you could have this, or you could have this and this and this, and you know the price of this is X, and the price of this and this and this is Y. Like that's it. It's pretty straightforward, honestly, if you just don't look at the languaging. Amazon sucks. Well, no comment. Let's see. To make sure the creator has funds to make the product if they can't afford. Yeah. And that was originally how Kickstarter started.
And Kickstarter is great for that.
It is.
They're great for that. But I think what you're seeing is Kickstarter is morphing at this point as to a new platform to be able to get goods and services to folks versus just like a someone mentioned Shark Tank, kind of a creative outlet.
Yeah, that's a good
that will work. So I see it morphing and people are leveraging it, and then there'll be something else that comes out.
Yeah.
So
there will. You know, Renee, you're not alone, and I've seen this sentiment a lot lately, and it's another reason you're finding more and more creators selling things on their own websites because we're tired of giving. And it's not just the percentage we're giving, but it's also being told what we can sell, how we can sell it, how much we can sell it for,
what you can put in your books, what you can't, what kind of imagery you can have on your book, what you can't. Restrictions.
Like, screw you.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Creativity. Yeah. I just don't want to go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Necessary evil.
I know.
I found this on the web.
It's listening to me
all the time. Here, Samantha's got a good way to put it. It's more like Etsy, but the pledge fund the item after the campaign closes. Exactly. Etsy is pre-made or made to order immediately. Yeah. So that's the other thing. People have asked me, if I pledge today, like I don't get paid till next week or whatever, I can't do it right now. You won't even be charged until the campaign ends.
Right. So if you make your payment today or you make your pledge today, your card won't get hit till probably the 30th or the next day.
Oh, this is interesting. First time I was introduced to Kickstarter was Critical Role was raising money to create an animated D&D series. Absolutely. And there's a lot of those kind of creators on there as well.
I love that about that though.
Like I said, the first thing I saw when I very first came to Kickstarter to sign up as a creator was somebody had created a board game, and it was like a fantasy role-playing board game or something. And this dude had made like $2 million. He only asked for like $3,000 to create his board game. He made like $2 million.
Yeah, but you think about money is great and everything, but the fulfillment to do it right and do it with quality takes money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And, you're not pocketing $2 million.
Oh gosh, no.
You're not pocketing $60,000.
No.
You're investing in something that's a product, and you may get a percentage of that.
Just remember him. I was surfing through his page and stuff, and he had comments. And the surprise that he had that so many people were interested in his board game. And I was like, dude, I'm kind of with you because I wouldn't have thought that a fantasy role-playing board game would be, the hot ticket item, but apparently it was. So fantastic.
Selena has a good comment there. The book industry is changing. Indie authors are the new leaders in the industry. You can now print whatever you want without any type of censorship. If it's good, you'll succeed.
Yeah.
I will agree with the majority of that, Selena, but I'll say that your options to print whatever you want are still somewhat limited. And I think are getting more limited because they don't want the competition.
Yeah.
So especially the people, the big people. So
Well, and yes, I'm doing this again because it's still
the big
crooked.
publishers, I should say.
Well, and so that's what's happened. I don't know if you guys noticed authors talking about it recently, but the last bastion of a bestseller list that an indie author could ever hope to make, because they've cut us off from both New York Times and USA Today, was Wall Street Journal. And now they have discontinued that. So there is literally not a bestseller list that an indie
They don't
can
want
make
they don't want you to get any recognition
unless you have a giant print run. They made it all about print books, even though most romances are not. They're not sold.
Well,
in
let's
print.
be honest. Romance has never been given a fair shake by the mainstream media.
Ever, and they don't want it to be.
No.
Okay, so who wants to start a printing company? I would love that. Unfortunately, I know a publisher back in the day who was killing it. I mean, y'all, they were killing it. And they decided to go in the printing business, and they bought their own printing press, and they actually went bankrupt. So it's not cheap and it's not easy, and hats off to people who do it. It's just
thank God for the ebook, the ability to create your own ebooks.
Oh yeah.
Thank God for it. That's what kind of create a second juggernaut of authors.
Yeah.
Or an alternate group of authors.
Well, and I'm grateful, honestly, that that romance, you guys, historically, it's so interesting to me, has always been, we've been the first adapters of almost everything. We were the first genre that was to become more ebook than print. We were the first genre to have indie authors making way more money and killing it more than traditionally published. Like, we always, like, romance community, you know, it's not just us doing new things, it's you guys adapting too.
Sure.
And together, the romance community has really blazed paths that I don't think that, in fact, I know that traditional publishing didn't see coming, and they're pissed.
Look at the ability for folks to buy from your website.
Exactly.
An ebook. Who else? What are the genres doing that?
Very few.
To the scale that you guys are.
Exactly. Rhonda's got it. We're usually the best-selling genre. We are. And they hate it. They hate it.
The highbrows hate it.
Oh, they all hate it.
They look down upon it.
Oh my gosh, Samantha. So my first e-reader was a Sony 2, and I got it for Christmas in 2008. And I think you gave it to me, and it was engraved. I remember, and it was red. It was really pretty.
I'm sure I'll remember that someday that I did that.
My problem was I didn't know how to download anything, and I never got good at side loading. I did download. It came with like 10 books, and they were all classics. It was like Jane Austen and Charles Dickens and stuff like that. So I did read a few books on it.
All the stuff in the public domain.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. You love studying the history. Yeah. Oh, it's so interesting. It's so funny. And I don't know, honestly, Kat, whether this is generational or whether, like, what was so popular in the 70s, some of that has like super gone by the wayside. Like, you never see a pirate romance hardly anymore. But there are some things that what goes around comes around. Wow. Some of the themes, really adulty, like, you know, God, I can only say so much without really getting in trouble here. But like, if you know your acronyms, like your CNC kind of business, like that was a big deal in the 70s. It wasn't even CNC. It was just NC.
What is CNC? Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, see, at least it's CNC now. Back then it was just NC.
I thought it was DNC.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess I'm lost.
Yeah, I know you are.
I only know what you've taught me, Shayla Black.
Oh my gosh. Give me a pen over there. See, he needs to camp on. At least somebody does.
I don't have a clue. What is it? What is it? Okay, it's like an oxymoron.
I know.
That's CNC is an oxymoron.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Kat, correct me. You know the English.
It is and it isn't.
It's an oxymoron.
No. I mean, it seems that way, but it's not.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Is that like role play?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do we ever get to do that?
Aren't you cute?
Oh. Policeman and the prisoner? No.
Yeah.
Reform. Adult reform school.
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're horrible.
I'll be the guard.
Your first Kindle is signed by an author. Oh wow. I've signed Kindles at book signings and whatnot. Yeah, people bring their. I'm pretty sure there's an indie author I saw binding her own books. Yes, and bought a warehouse. That's Willow Winters.
Willow.
She is an entrepreneur, man.
That
Hats off.
That she's a leader. That's what
she
is.
is.
She's a leader.
I
awesome.
admire the hell out of her. Nice person too. Katie
awesome
Roberts
person.
writes Cool Pirate Stories. Yes, she had a Kickstarter.
Katie kicks it.
She had a Kickstarter earlier this year called Dangerous Tides. And she did a whole lot of, it was a fantasy pirate world, and they wrote interconnected stories. It was really interesting. And I didn't find out about that Kickstarter until it was over, unfortunately. But she and the girls at Bonkers Romance are getting ready to launch another campaign, and I can't wait to see what it's about. They're collecting.
They're very inventive, just like Willow.
Yes,
very inventive. Their Kickstarters.
And I have to say, like, their campaign that's starting whenever it's starting, because they don't tell you, but they already have over 4,000 followers for that campaign.
Jeez.
It's insane.
That's awesome. That's awesome for them.
You love ebooks and Audible. Literally never need to leave the house. Yeah. Yeah. I love the smell of a bookstore too. But I find that I read more.
There was nothing better in the day of going into a Barnes and Noble with the coffee smell coming, wafting, whatever it is, wafting
yes.
over, and then you see these wonderful sit down and read a book for a little bit. Nothing better than that.
Yeah. Let's see. I barely know English. I taught history. Let's see. Katie's book turned out really cool. The pictures of them were interesting. And so they had something they called, I want to say they called them like.
Oh my gosh. Where did that come from?
Sometimes I move my hands and it does that.
Did somebody just send that?
No, it's something I did, because I can do this and then we'll get balloons here in a hot minute. Well, usually I do. There, see? It's something I'm doing.
I love the
I got that every once in a while too. I don't know. And then of course there's the ever fun. Am I going to get it? Maybe there we go. So Katie did something. I want to say she called them flippy flop books or something like that. So they had like 2 books in the same hardcover, and they had step back images, which meant the inside front cover and the first page had one giant image, and then you could literally flip the book over like you could, here was the book and you could open it, and this was like a giant image here, and then you could flip the book this way and there was another story, and this was another giant image. It was really interesting and well done. So hats off to them for finding a printer to do such things. You have to go overseas. There isn't a printer in the US who does that kind of work. So super interesting, and I love how innovative people are. Yeah, and she's got 3 small kids too. Like, hats off to her.
She and her husband.
Yeah,
they do great.
Yep,
they're amazing people. Nice people.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I have a pretty awesome team. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it was Flippy Flop or something like that.
Wasn't that a TV show, Flip Flop?
Yes.
With what's her name?
Tarek and
Christina.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
It's really the Christina.
Oh, Laura
show.
says she has a couple of the Flip Flop books. They're cool. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on. I want to give another shout out to, there is another creator. If you guys are into Shifter P&R, I think her name is JJ King, has a Kickstarter that ends in like 3 days. I talked to her briefly yesterday through Facebook Messenger when I was sitting at the airport for like 5 hours.
5 long hours. at the
Long
airport.
hours, you guys. And then our flight was delayed. It was so fun. Anyway, beautiful campaign, you guys. If you like PNR, and I think they're wolf shifters, it's a beautiful campaign. I actually noticed it because the imagery is beautiful and her art is fantastic. So if that's your jam, it ends in 3 days. And I know she has ebooks, and she has, I think, paperbacks and hardcovers. So all the things. You might give that a whirl, like I said, if you're into
Cool.
shifter PNR.
So if you're speaking of jam,
I wasn't, but okay.
I think it's time for a taste test, Shayla.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds awesome.
So this taste test is coming all the way from Dewey's at Dewey's.com.
And you guys, you can, if you're interested, they do ship some of their stuff. We get some of the Moravian sugar cake every year at Christmas. Throw some butter on that and throw it in the oven, and it's heaven.
You can't get pastries,
You
but
can't.
you can get the coffee cakes and stuff. So tonight, I grew up on this as a kid.
This was nostalgia for him.
This was nostalgia for me. We're going to convert this one, but they make all their pastries are in-house made, and this is what they call my mom was a big fan of the chess tarts. They do a bunch of tarts, and their tarts are amazing. They have pecan, they have sweet potato, they have everything. My mom loved the chess tarts. But tonight we're going to be doing one of my staples growing up when I was a kid there in North Carolina, and it's called the cream horn. Now, often imitated, never replicated, the Dewey's cream horn.
So I have to tell you guys, I had never had one of these in my life until yesterday. I had a bite in the car. The powdered sugar is 100% going to get all over whatever I'm wearing. So that's just a thing. It's flaky. It's light. It is not overly sweet. It's literally,
you could so oversweeten this.
Oh,
but
easy,
they don't do it.
but
There's no buttercream in this. There's no
Yeah.
buttercream. It's just it's amazing, and we're gonna try it here. I'm gonna cut it in half so you guys can see a cross section, and it'll be easier for us to eat too.
While he's cutting, Vicky asked a question: what size is the paperback? It is oh
My sister's here, and she just brought that in. See, where were you? I was gonna bring you on camera and everything. No, you don't want to be on camera. All right.
So Tempt Me with Darkness is, I don't know what you mean by large. It's a trade size paperback. And it's a meaty book because it is a long book. There is the girth of pages. See, I used your favorite word. And there's the spine. So if you haven't seen that, that's what it looks like.
So there is a cross section
Yum.
of the cream horn. Irene says they have cream horns in Australia, which doesn't surprise me. She says they're amazing.
Yes, so good.
All right. Oh, everyone's saying hi, Jen. Hi. She's waving back to you guys virtually. She's been by my side just like my wife. I'll tell you that. Just a trooper. All right. We're going to try this thing.
You know you're going to make me hug you again, right?
Don't. I am barely holding it together right now.
I know, me
All
too.
right.
Sorry. See, I can't help it. I can't help it.
Come here. I love you.
Love you too.
All right. We're going to
Sorry.
eat now. We should be. I know you teared up because you get to bite this again. I understand. Just a little sweetness in your mouth.
Just a little bit.
It just brings tears to your eyes.
It does. Absolutely. You know
All
how
right.
much I love sugar.
I know how much you like to have something in your. Okay, let's go ahead and
Stop.
let's have a bite. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to let you have the more doughy one there. Okay.
Well, what you're telling me is you want me to get sugar all
Okay.
over what I'm eating.
Okay. Everybody get ready to take a snapshot.
Okay,
Ready? One, two, three. No, don't bite. Just go. Okay, you got the picture. All
oh
right,
my
here we go.
gosh.
One.
Like anybody wants that.
Wait. Smell it.
Oh. You smell like the pastry.
I smell the flakiness.
Yeah.
I smell. It's weird to say the flakiness of the pastry,
You
but
do.
you smell it,
You do. Okay.
and you smell the sweetness. All right, here we go.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. It's like,
Sweet Georgia brown. Mm.
you know what? If you like those Hostess powdered sugar donuts, it has that powdered sugar flavor, but these are like 100 times
Oh my
better.
God.
But that's the closest thing I can liken it to is the like the powdered sugar that just
Oh.
comes at you.
The cream is not sweet,
No.
not too sweet. It's sweetened,
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
a light sweetness. You could so over sweeten this and it would overpower the entire thing, and it's not. The powdered
Oh my
sugar is
God.
all you really need,
Mm-hmm.
but the cream is it's just so moist, and the flaky pastry. Now this is like a day and a half old now, but it is still just amazing.
It's so good. You guys, it's so good.
Here, guys, have a bite. Have a bite.
Sharon says, is it like a cream puff?
Yes. Yes, but with more texture to it. More pastry, more flaky pastry, and more
like layers.
It's not
of
as much
pastry.
air as like a puff paste, like that. So
Irene wants to know if it has raspberry jam in it.
no,
but I don't like raspberry anything, y'all.
I like raspberry, Irene, but this is just a straightforward cream horn.
Samantha,
just cream.
This is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which is where we were. Anna says, it looks so good. You're driving the 2.5 hours.
Anna,
it's so good. It is so good.
All their pastries are amazing. The tarts, though, are killer.
We had a bite of the sweet potato tarts last night. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
But the chess tarts were my mom's favorite, and they're really, really good. Pecan tarts are good as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have this thing called cake squares. So they make a whole.
Did you eat the chess tart already?
No, still in there.
Okay.
So they have a whole sheet cake, and I don't know what they do.
They're so good.
It is so soft and moist, and it's a tall.
I'm such a cake person,
and they cut it in squares, and they sell those cake squares, and it's just
they're so good,
so light and airy, but just the cake itself is better. You don't even need
good.
the icing. But the icing is just it's top
so.
notch.
Virginia has an interesting question.
Do you remember the pink? Yes, and they had
them
those there yesterday.
Yesterday.
They had the pink lemonade ones there.
They also had pink lemonade.
They had red velvet
cupcakes,
and they had red velvet ones too.
Yes, they had red velvet cake squares, and they had like Thanksgiving it was so they had taken obviously like a sheet cake and cut it into squares, and then every single this is lopsided again. Every single square they had decorated the top of it with something like Thanksgiving themed. It was super cute.
Louise, you're so right. I need a cup of coffee to go with
yes.
this. It'd be coffee or milk.
Yes, Renee, that is powdered sugar. It is straight up sugar, and it's so good. Bye, Kelly. Like an eclair, not exactly. It doesn't. The filling is more of a. It's not like a heavy, dense cream.
So light.
It's a very whipped kind of. It's not whipped cream, but it is a cream that's so whipped that it's almost frothy in a way.
Kelly, I'm going to try and watch Auburn on Saturday. I'm going to watch a ton of games, but I'll tune in for sure.
Let's see. Is it anywhere near Raleigh? It's about 2 hours from Raleigh.
No, I don't know if Raleigh might have Dewey's. I don't think they do.
I think it's a Winston-Salem thing.
It's and Raleigh's only an hour and a half. That's where we flew into.
Yeah.
We had to fly into Raleigh to go to Winston. So
ours either have strawberries or raspberry. Yeah.
I bet that sounds amazing, Irene. It really does.
I would like the strawberry. I'm just not a raspberry person.
I grew up on this, and let me say, when I went back in my day, it was probably twice the size of this.
You think that because you were a kid. Here, that is the name of it.
Dewey's.com.
Yep. And, here we still have, here.
You have a cake square in there?
Yeah, I do have a cake square in here. We bought a bunch of stuff knowing that we probably weren't getting back anytime soon.
Sit it on here?
No.
So we can show it?
Sure. There you go.
So
we need to eat that.
This is a day old.
Yeah.
But it's still soft as all get out. It's got like a...
And you can see like the design. Every cake square had a little something.
Look how thick that is.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be dense, but it's light on the inside.
And I'll just, you can give that to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yay.
I'll eat the fork. I'll eat the knife.
You do that. But even though it's been sitting unwrapped basically for a day.
And they do. I just saw the note. Yeah, they do ship, but they only ship certain things. They don't ship the pastries, but
Yeah.
they'll ship coffee cakes and stuff like that, and cookies.
They ship
and stuff.
They ship the coffee cakes. They ship
Cookies.
yeah. So they have a couple kinds of cookies. They're the very thin, wafery kind of cookies. So the lemon ones are amazing.
Meyer lemon ones.
Yes, they're
the
so
sugar
good.
cookies
The
are
sugar
amazing.
cookies are good. They had. Did you see that they had ginger cookies?
Yes,
And
ginger.
then-
The ginger cookies are really good.
And then I saw mint something. It was like mint.
Oh, mint cream to mint or whatever.
Yeah,
mint.
something mint, which I hadn't seen before.
There's a heavy Moravian influence in Winston-Salem, and the heavy Moravian influence in some of the Dewey's products as well. So
Yeah. So anyway, and so saying, yeah, you're really going to Winston this weekend.
oh, look at what Nikki Ann said. Hickory, Cary, and Melbourne, North
Oh,
Carolina have a location. Awesome.
very nice.
Awesome.
See, we didn't know that.
No.
And Virginia says, y'all Dewey's is awesome. You know what? So I have to say, because he grew up in Winston-Salem, it's actually also the original home of Krispy Kreme donuts, if you didn't know.
And we've spent a lot of time with the original Krispy Kreme.
Yes. Yeah, I was feeding the girls. They're always
there.
there.
Do you need help cleaning those off?
Maybe later, honey.
Okay.
You know what? I'm with you, Samantha. I love lemon.
Real
I love
lemon, Samantha.
anything.
Real lemon, like the Meyer lemon, or just
And what I
not overly
appreciate,
artificial. I
yeah,
agree with you.
that's what I appreciate about these lemon cookies. I'm picky because it can't be that super artificially lemon kind of, and these are just, it's like the hint, and they're not even super sweet cookies, y'all. They're like, it's like you put it in your mouth and they're thin and they're crispy, and so they kind of dissolve almost right away, and you get like a little teensy burst of sweetness, and then it just sort of
Renee says she has to get her passport. So
yeah, it's good stuff. I'm not kidding. And I love places like that too. It's good. They're good ingredients. And they were busy.
I really hated leaving.
Oh, I did
there.
too. We all kind of hung by the doorway for like 20 minutes.
Because it just filled you, not just the food, but the
Your
atmosphere.
soul. It
The
was a
atmosphere
happy place.
It was just a cool place.
And we all needed some happiness
Yes, we
after the like 24 hours we had. So yeah, that was that. And you guys are awesome for coming to spend your evening before Thanksgiving with us and listening to me ramble about everything from Kickstarter to the book industry, because that's what I do.
And yet again, we know tomorrow in the States at least is Thanksgiving, but we give thanks to each and every one of you guys because your support, your love, your just being here, hanging with us every week, listening to us.
It means more than you know, and I can't do this again. Because I can't. My mother wants to talk to me now, so I can't. Like, it's already going to be bad enough.
I have pies to go bake. Yes, I will take some pictures once they're out and they're set up, and I will post.
Oh, and Dawn has more helpful information.
It looks like they're having. Oh, good job! Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn.
Deweys.com. Use code Shayla. No, I'm kidding.
There's no code
Shayla.
So thank you guys for coming to spend your evening with us. I know you guys. This is a busy week for a lot of people, and there's a lot going on with a lot of people. We know we're not the only ones having a tough time.
Yes.
But I appreciate you guys coming to spend it with us. I think I'm going to try to get through this. In the last couple of weeks, I think I've really realized even more how important it is to have people in your life that you can rely on and people who love you back. And I always feel so loved and accepted by you guys. And it's like gold. So thank you. And I'm going to stop now.
Okay.
Because I can't do it.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
We will be here.
Yeah.
And
I will not cry.
A bit of a
time.
brighter mood. So
yes.
We love you and happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.